What if you could walk the streets of Rome when it was the most powerful, most beautiful, and most dangerous city on Earth? Question: what did the Eternal City actually look like in the year 100 AD, at the absolute peak of its glory under Emperor Trajan? I promise you this, by the end of this video, you will see Rome as no one alive today has ever seen it, fully reconstructed in stunning cinematic detail. Stay with me, because what you're about to witness will change how you picture ancient Rome forever.
Today, when we visit Rome, we see silent marble skeletons, the broken Colosseum, the lonely Forum, the stripped Pantheon. But in the year 100 AD, these were not ruins, they were alive. This was a city of over 1 million people, the largest urban center the world had ever known. A city where the air smelled of incense, roasted meat, sewage, and exotic spices from India. A city where marble gleamed white and gold, where fountains never stopped flowing, and where the roar of 50,000 voices could shake the ground during the games. Yet for centuries, historians could only imagine what Rome truly looked like at its height. Until now. Using the latest archaeological evidence, ancient texts, and cutting-edge AI reconstruction, we are about to bring the Eternal City back to life, exactly as it stood in 100 AD.
Let's step through the gates of time and enter Rome in the year 100 AD. You emerge from the port of Ostia after a long journey across the Mediterranean. As your ship docks, the first thing that hits you is the scale. Hundreds of cargo ships unload grain from Egypt, silk from China, and wild animals from Africa, all feeding the insatiable appetite of the capital. You join the Via Ostiensis and walk toward the city. The road is paved with massive basalt stones, crowded with merchants, slaves, senators in litters, and legionaries returning from the Dacian Wars. As you pass through the Porta Ostiensis, the noise becomes deafening. Rome doesn't whisper, it roars. The first monumental sight that greets you is the Pyramid of Cestius, still gleaming white. But that's nothing compared to what lies ahead. You continue along the crowded streets, stepping carefully to avoid open sewers and horse dung. Multi-story insulae, apartment blocks up to 7 floors high, tower over you, their wooden balconies filled with laundry and arguing tenants. Here's something most people don't realize. Rome in 100 AD had running water for hundreds of thousands of people. 11 massive aqueducts delivered over 300 million gallons of fresh water every single day, more than any city until the 19th century. You reach the heart of the city, the Forum Romanum. But this is not the quiet archaeological site we know today. This is a throbbing political, religious, and commercial center packed with thousands of citizens. Lawyers argue cases under the Basilica Julia. Priests perform sacrifices at the Temple of Vesta. Merchants sell everything from Syrian glass to British wool. And towering over everything, the Capitoline Hill, crowned with the magnificent temple of Jupiter Optimus Maximus, its roof covered in gilded bronze that shines like fire in the sun. But the real wonder awaits just beyond. You hear it before you see it, the roar of 50,000 voices. The Flavian Amphitheater, what we call the Colosseum, is in its prime. Completed only 20 years earlier, its massive travertine facade is still bright and clean, decorated with statues in every arch. Imagine standing in the stands as the morning games begin. Gladiators in shining armor march into the arena. Exotic animals, lions from Libya, elephants from India, are released from underground lifts. The sand is fresh and raked. The Velarium, a massive canvas awning, shades the crowd from the Mediterranean sun. This is not entertainment. This is power made visible. Emperor Trajan uses these games to celebrate his victories and keep the restless population fed and distracted. Bread and circuses. Yet behind this splendor lies a darker truth. How did Rome sustain such unimaginable wealth and excess? who really paid the price for this golden age? We'll return to that question later. Now we move to one of the greatest building projects of the era, Trajan's Forum and Market. Still under construction in 100 AD, this complex was designed to be the grandest public space in the world. The Basilica Ulpia stretches over 170 meters long, its interior filled with colored marble from across the empire. And rising beside it, Trajan's Column, 38 meters of spiraling marble reliefs depicting the Dacian Wars in stunning detail. The adjacent markets are a marvel of Roman engineering, multi-level shopping centers with over 150 shops selling goods from every corner of the known world. You can buy Egyptian papyrus, Greek statues, Spanish olive oil, or even Chinese silk that traveled the entire Silk Road. Here's a fact that still shocks historians. In 100 AD, Rome had public toilets with marble seats and constant running water to flush waste. Social classes mixed in these latrines, senators sitting next to slaves. Conversation flowed as freely as the water. But not everything was marble and glory. Walk into the Subura, the notorious red light district between the Esquiline and Vimeline hills. Here the streets are narrower, darker, and far more dangerous. Prostitutes, gamblers, and thieves operate openly. Insulae lean precariously, sometimes collapsing under their own weight. This is the Rome the tourists never see, the gritty, smelly, violent underbelly that kept the empire running. As night falls, Rome transforms again. Thousands of oil lamps and braziers light the streets. Taverns overflow with drunken citizens. The rich retreat to luxurious villas on the hills, while the poor huddle in their cramped apartments. Yet even at night, the city never truly sleeps. The sound of hammers echoes from construction sites. Rome is constantly being rebuilt, improved, and expanded under Trajan's ambitious programs. So what have we discovered by walking through Rome in 100 AD? We've seen a city of breathtaking beauty and shocking inequality. A city where engineering genius met human ambition on a scale never seen before and rarely matched since. We've witnessed how Trajan used architecture, entertainment, and conquest to project power so overwhelming that it still influences how we think about empires today. But the open loop remains. Who paid the ultimate price for this golden age? The answer is written in the faces of the slaves hauling marble blocks, the provincials sending their grain and taxes to feed Rome, and the soldiers dying on distant frontiers to keep the borders secure. Rome's peak in 100 AD was magnificent, but it was built on a foundation that would eventually crack. Yet for one shining moment, in the year 100 AD, humanity created something eternal. Not just stone and marble, but an idea. The idea that a single city could rule the known world, bring countless cultures together, and push the boundaries of what civilization could achieve. That idea still echoes through time. Next time you look at a photograph of the ruined Colosseum or the empty Forum, remember this: once they were not silent stones, they were alive, roaring, breathing, bleeding, and celebrating at the very peak of human ambition. Rome, 100 AD, the eternal city at its absolute peak. Thank you for watching. If you want to see more lost cities brought back to life with AI reconstruction, hit like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments which ancient city should we reconstruct next. See you in the next chapter of history.